Most messaging advice is crap. It's crap because it's not tailored to you and your specific audience. It's tailored to what works for that person's business. I mean, the amount of times I see you have to be bold, you have to be audacious, you have to be X, Y, and Z. It might work for them. Doesn't mean that it will work for you. And what does bold even mean? Does it mean cursing? Does it mean being loud and obnoxious? It's really important when you're working on your messaging to understand who your brand is, but also who your brand needs to be to attract your ideal client. These things need to align. Your brand is not 100% about you, and it's also not 100% about your audience. It's where they overlap. I don't tell my clients they have to be any particular way. What we do is we look at what's currently working for them, what currently gets their audience talking back to them, gets them to engage, and what gets them to reach out and buy. We also look at what's going on in the marketplace. What are their competitors doing? How do their competitors sound? How do they look? We see what their customers are seeing. We look at it as if we are looking for the service that my client is providing. And what we see is that everyone ends up sounding the same. What we do is find a way to sound different, to say things that no one else is saying. And so perhaps if I were to tell you to be bold, what that actually means is to say the thing that needs to be said. You don't have to yell it, you don't have to curse, you don't have to be Gary Vee. You just need to say the thing that no one else is saying. You need to say the thing that's going to stand out and that people aren't talking about when it comes to the thing that you do. I'm kind of boring. I don't really like to curse a ton in my videos. I'm not loud. I'm not the social butterfly that a lot of people on this app are. That doesn't mean that I don't know how to communicate with my audience and get them to buy from me though. Once people are in my world, I typically can convert them pretty well. My voice, your voice, it doesn't have to be any particular way. What it needs to be is aligned with your audience. You need to know who your audience is. So do you know who your audience is? Do you know how they best receive messages? What resonates with them? Do you know what kind of content that you can put out that will get engagement and what kind of content will get them to reach out to work with you? That's what you need to be basing your messaging on. That's data. You need to figure that out so that you can make better informed decisions about how to refine and elevate your messaging moving forward. This will allow you to make more sales without doing more work. So just be careful when you see all this messaging and positioning advice about you have to be a certain way. You don't have to be any particular way. The only thing you have to do is really listen to your audience, read the data, make informed decisions based on your data. And if you don't know how to do that, then you need to go to someone that can help you. And this is exactly what I help my clients do. I help them figure out what their data is saying and then translate that into action. How do we take that information and turn it into something that they can use in their messaging, in their positioning, in their visuals? All of that data will help inform our decisions about what to do with the rest of their brand to better resonate with their audience, to get more out of their current marketing efforts. This allows them to double their revenue, 5x their rates. These are all real results that my clients have got. If this is something that you want to do in your own business, you can apply to work with me. You know where to find that link.